Today we're live from Benton County, right here in the heart of where the tornado came through. And I'll tell you what, going out and looking at some of the damage firsthand today is just incredible to see the destruction that this tornado caused and the length that it caused. The damage path extending from pretty much from the southwest part of the county all the way to the northeast part, just cutting a swath right through. Now what this thunderstorm did is a cyclic thunderstorm, which meant it cycles. It cycled up, it cycled down. And so what we're seeing, and as we went along the damage path today, we would see areas where there was really big damage and then none, and then really big damage again. So each time that thunderstorm cycled up and down, there were concentrated areas of super damage. And we're talking about winds at about 200 miles per hour in some locations. Now in other locations, it was about 70 to about 120, which is still plenty enough to blow off the roof of your home. What I want to do is look over here to my left, it'll be to the photographer's right, and what you'll see is some of the garages. What happens when tornadoes hit, the wind actually goes in. You can see the garages are up. That's because they've been blown in. The wind actually goes inside the garage and then comes out the roof. So it typically pops off of the roof. The weakest point of the house, of course, is the metal garage, and when it gets out of the roof, obviously you lose most of the roof, and a good part of the structure could go with it. And right there, what you're looking at is likely F1 damage, possibly weak F2 damage here on the other side of the street. A full report coming from the National Weather Service here within the next couple of days, and we'll have the exact length, the width, and everything else you need to know about the storm. So coming back here live, we're looking at the damage, and I'll tell you what, a couple of days ago we had the thunderstorms. It's clear now, but the folks are actually rushing to clean up because we have rain in the forecast. That's what we'll talk about right now is the forecast. Current temperature is 55 degrees, a little bit of a wind, so it's chilly in Rogers and Bentonville, 56 in Fayetteville, 61 in Fort Smith, 62 down in Mena. Max 5 live Doppler radar all clear, and across the region, we're not looking at a whole lot in the way of cloud cover. There is a little bit to our north across Kansas earlier today, but mainly sunny skies, and that's as a result of high pressure, which is in top of our area and leading to really cool temperatures. 54 in Springfield, 61 degrees in Oklahoma City. Here's what goes on as we go through the next couple of days. The high scoots east. That'll put us back under a south flow, and those south winds will start to push some moisture back up. This low pressure off to the northwest will squeeze into the area. Another cold front headed for the region. No severe weather, but rain chances do increase, especially late in the day. Overnight lows tonight down near 36, and we'll look for warmer weather for tomorrow afternoon with south winds from 10 to 22 miles per hour. As far as highs go, well, we'll see high temperatures topping out in the mid and upper 60s across northwest Arkansas, so it will be a touch warmer. And for the River Valley, look for highs running in the upper 60s to lower 70s under partly cloudy skies. In the Ouachitas, look for high temperatures running right around 70 in Mansfield and 71 degrees over in Podo. Your 7-day forecast showing a slight chance of rain Thursday, and then those rain chances really spike up getting into the weekend. So about 3 good days left to pick up some of the debris, get some of the picture albums out, some of the wedding photos before the rain comes in on Saturday and Sunday, with highs back down in the 50s. A chance for thunderstorms on Monday, but no big chances of another severe weather outbreak like we saw this past weekend. But I'll tell you what, hearing some of these stories that we've seen from talking to people today, just incredible. Folks who had as little as 10 seconds, some had as little as 10 minutes, some had about 30 seconds, to get to where they needed to go. And it was amazing to see how they got out there and got in their shelter. One woman left her mobile home just in time. Another woman took cover in the bathtub just seconds before the storm hit. So the warning was out there. Folks got to where they needed to be. And as a result, obviously, we don't have a number of injuries or any fatalities. And, when you see the damage, it's just hard to believe. When you see some of these boards and these shards of metal just sticking out of buildings, it's just, it's a miracle a lot of people were not hurt. I know it sounds like a cliche, Bridget, but
no.
When you see it firsthand, it just takes your breath away.
Well, video never does anything like that justice.
No, it doesn't.
Until you're really there and you see it. But Garrett, I'm going to give you some credit here. You really warned people ahead of time that this was coming through, and I think that you should be commended for that, because I think a lot of those people are alive because of your quick actions and letting people know that.
Well, thank you, Bridget. It's a commitment we take real seriously in the Storm Center, and we get these tornado signatures on radar. It doesn't always necessarily mean there's a tornado on the ground, but boy, when there is one, that Doppler sure saves lives.
It sure does. It sure does. Well, it looks bad now, but at least everyone is okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll see you later, Garrett.
Okay.